everybody! Welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new, my name is Alicia. In this video, I'm going to show you a basic highlighting and contouring tutorial. So before we get into this video, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Let's connect on social media. Everything will be listed in the info box below, including all the products that I will be using today. I will be using this Lorac Pro palette for basic contouring. However, I'm going to start off the guidelines on my face with also another Lorac Pro palette in a cream formulation, just so that way it's easier for you guys to follow along as I'm making guidelines of where I'm placing the product. If you guys have more of a traditional bronzer type of contouring color like this one single color here by Tarte, go ahead and use it. It's definitely your preference. I'm just going to show you how to use a palette and also how to use a single color and where the placements will be. So if you guys are interested, please keep on watching. Okay, so first thing, I'm just gonna tie up my hair because it'd be crazy. You know what? This shirt is like... This shirt is not even. It's like one of those. Yeah, but it's not. Okay. Of course, I got my dog freshly bathed. Look at this guy. I basically just have my foundation on. Everything's nice and even. It's setted with powder. I don't have any contour, any highlight on. It is a bit glowy right here because I am using a illuminating type of moisturizer underneath just to kind of give a natural glow. But other than that, I don't have any other product on. I do mention in most of my videos that it's always important to set your foundation or any type of liquid type of product before applying another powder product on top, just so that when you're applying your bronzer or your highlighter on the cheeks, it doesn't get muddy or streaky or get stuck with the brush there. Same with your eyes, you always want to set it just so that you have a smooth surface, so when you're blending the products, it's nice and even. I look really peachy today. I think this is a really cute, fun spring look. I didn't notice how peachy I was. But anyways, that's not the tutorial today. We're doing basic highlighting and contouring. So let's just get started. So the first step of basic highlighting and contouring is you want to see the structure of your face. So I have more of a... I don't know what kind of shape I have. It's not a heart because I'm kind of chubby now, but when I do lose some pounds, my chin is a bit pointier. I don't have a heart-shaped face because obviously holiday weight is still hanging in there. So my face, I would say it's more round. I don't know, what do you think? When I look at my face, I think it's more rounded. So what I like to do is sculpt out my cheekbones here. And I like to really concentrate on my jawline to get that nice heart-shaped chiseled jawline. Forehead, again, I mentioned that it's really short and small, so when I do contour, I don't really focus on here. I focus more here and the jawline, and then I work on top of my forehead with the remaining product that is left on the brush, because I don't really want to minimize my forehead. I want to balance it out. So I feel like this part of my face is a bit rounder and bigger that I want to chisel it to kind of minimize and look like the top. So contouring, you always want to look at the bone structures of the face, which is the natural shadowings. Highlighting is where you want to have brightening and also enhance and lift. So right now we want to hollow out the cheeks and create some shadowings to kind of give dimension into the faces. Right now I feel like my face is just like that. So I want to give some illusion and shadows to make my face look like I have some sort of shape, right? Contouring, there's many products you can use. You can use a traditional one-colored type of product, or you can go with a palette, and it usually goes by preference. This right here is more of like an intro to standard traditional type of bronzing or contouring, whereas this palette meets more of a beginners to more advanced. You have more colors here to create more shadows, more depth, and again you have more of the brightening colors to highlight as well. Again, if you're more comfortable with one color like this, go ahead and just use something like this. It totally is preference wise. I am going to show you how to use this one just because I feel more comfortable with different colors and what works best with my features and face. But I will go ahead and still proceed on with a demonstration on this traditional one as well. Oh, I am so sorry. Is anyone else's allergies like kicking in because I am so congested right now, and I've been taking allergy pills, and my nose is so itchy and I want to scratch it but I can't, so I'm just poking at my nose. Oh my god, now the rest of my face is itchy. So I know I said I'm going to use that contouring palette. However, I am going to be using another Lorac Pro palette, which is this guy here. I'm going to use the cream contour just because I feel like with the cream contour, I can outline the shape of my face so that way you guys can... Again, I'm going to be using the cream palette just because I can easily make an outline of where I want to do the shadowings. That way you guys can follow and learn along with this video. I know that all these colors in this palette can be very intimidating for someone who doesn't know how to highlight or contour, but again, we're going to be using these colors here. I'm just going to use this to outline my face and then set it with this, and I will show you step by step. So if you look at these colors here, I have 6 similar shades in here, which are these two, and these 2 up here. Look at the face. Where you want to apply the shadowing is the perimeter of your hairline and basically the jawline here. Where I like to locate my cheekbones is by making a silly fishy face. This is where the natural sunkenness of the cheekbones are, and everybody's face shape is different, so you just need to locate where your shadowing is and your cheekbone. Some people have a higher cheekbone, some people have lower. I just have a really big one, so I'm going to contour the heck out of it. So I'm going to start off with the color Warm Brown. This product is so creamy, I love it. So I'm basically just creating shadow, and I'm just doing a light layer on my hairline. I'm focusing more on my cheekbones and my jawline. You can use these brushes, you could use a stippling brush. My nose is running, oh my gosh. So you can use a beauty blender, you can use a brush, you can use your fingers, you can even use a tool like this. So whatever you're most comfortable with. I'm going to use this since I already use this for my foundation and it's still damp. So what I like to do is basically just bring it into the hairline. And the reason why I like to bring it into the hairline is so that way there's no line of demarcation, because it's not cute to have a line to see where your... Ooh. What the heck? My beauty blender was like... I don't know. So it's not cute to know where your contouring starts. So you never want to show it. So always blend into your hairline lightly. I'm not saying they can put it all over in your hair, but just lightly blend it upwards. And then for this part, I'm just gonna follow my cheekbones and I'm gonna bring it upwards too. And I'm just lightly patting into the skin. And then here around my ear, I'm just going to blend it. And my jawline, I'm just gonna blend it too. I just find it easier to use a beauty blender, just so you can blend it out. And then now I'm just going to blend it downwards lightly. So it's starting to have a little bit of a shape. I'm sorry, correction, the color that I used at first was taupe brown. Now I'm gonna use this color here, the darkest color, and this is called Deep. I'm gonna focus on my cheekbones. Just because I don't need any more of this up here, but if I do have a little bit, it's gonna lightly just blend it like this. So I'm gonna take my beauty blender again and just kind of blend it into the skin. And as I'm pushing against my skin, I'm going upwards, like in place and then up. And then again, I'm just adding as I go. Can you see a little shadow that I'm creating? You can still add as you go if you feel like you need more. Did you guys notice I am using the tip of this brush and I'm just outlining my contouring product just about up to here. And the guideline that I usually use is about 2 inches, no more past the arch of my eyebrow, so it looks like a V shape. I don't want to bring it all the way down here because I don't want to create a 5 o'clock shadow or a beard. Just really deepening it right here, just to really create that hollow. So now I'm going to move on to the other side of the face. So this is how it looks like with just the cream product that I applied on. Again, it's not necessary to use a cream product and a powder. In this video, I am just demonstrating because I want to show you where I am outlining the product so you guys can see it. So again, not optional, but if you want to contour your nose, you can too. And I have a higher point here and it's a little bit wider here. So what I like to do is just take the product I like to just blend it, and basically I'm using whatever's left over on my brush. And on center here. So now with the shadowing, which is the dark color here, it kind of minimized my nose shape here. I know everyone likes to highlight, which I would do later, but again, I'm just trying to darken the edges here because I don't want my nose to look really wide or big. Woo. So now we're gonna use the powder to set the cream or liquid product, which I did mention, which is really crucial. The colors that I use in the beginning to outline the shape and the shadowing was light, which is the similar color to taupe. And to deepen the inner parts of my cheekbones, I use the color deep. If you have a traditional colored one, you can use this for all 3 points of the face. When you're applying on the color, you just want to start on your hairline, bring it down to your cheekbones, and then come back up to your ears and sweep it down. So you're kind of basing it like a number 3. So same with this side, you want to start here, which is a backwards 3. With the light colored here, I'm just going to start here and bring it down to my chin. So again, I started up here, in the hair, into the cheeks, and down to my chin. Start from the hairline, bring it down to your cheeks and chin. If you have an easier time to apply it, you could do the fish face. See how it has that natural shadowing now? I want to deepen it up a bit, so I'm going to use the color deep. Again, I'm just focusing it right here. And I'm going to blend it upwards with a brush. Bring the rest on the hairline and jaw. Same thing. And as I'm applying this product on, I don't know if you can see that one side of my brush has color, the other side doesn't. So the end that has a color, it's actually facing upwards. And go upward. Hairline and chin. Whatever's remaining on the brush, I like to get my chin. Give some shadowing there so I can eliminate that triple chin. And be careful to not apply too much. That's why I like to use the remaining product on the brush, because you don't want it so dark where it kind of warms up and then later on you're like, why am I so muddy here? So we're just giving an illusion, but not really caking it on. So the highlighting comes in different colors. You have a matte shade and you have a shimmer shade. So where I like to apply the highlight, I'm going to show you again with the cream product. Highlighting, it's opposite of where we apply the contouring. So again, highlighting is bringing something forward where you want to enhance that higher feature. So when we did the contouring, it's the hairline, cheeks, and jawline. In between these parts is where the light naturally bounces off someone's face. So I would say about right here is where the highlight bounces off on top of your cheeks. You can do here if you like to, but a lot of times when we put it here, it's just more of carving out that or chiseling out that contouring. So I tend to not do that, but you can. And also the bridge of the nose, the tip of your nose, and your cupid's bow, and under your chin. Take the color light and just highlight . So this is where the highlighting will take place. Again, I'm going to use a beauty blender. I'm just going to use the other side. And I like using these because I could really blend that sponge and get that product on the flatter surface of this tool. Again, we're highlighting here just because we want to really chisel out that contouring effect. Now you can see I have more of a stronger line here, which I don't really like. So because highlighting this part, I kind of created a stronger line. Totally fine, because you could just take your brush again and blend it out. And now it's a bit softer. So moving on to the powder, we want to set this. So I'm gonna take that yellow powder and I'm just gonna lightly dust where we applied that. Again, so that cream product won't slip and slide. So I'm gonna continue on with this other side. This is actually nice too to do once in a while, just, oops, sorry, wrong side. Just because you can really, you see this part of my contour is a lot bigger than this side. With this, you can actually control and correct your contouring area. So last but not least, sure, most of you viewers like, how about that highlight glow? Yes, you can still apply this on. I know we did a matte finish right here, which is totally fine. You can take one of your favorite highlights and just dust it right here if you feel like you want a little pop right there. You see how it's reflecting on my cheekbone right here? Again, this is just the highest points of the face where it just naturally reflects the light. You see this side is really soft and subtle. I want to highlight my cupid's bow right here and just the tip of my nose. I know people like to highlight here. I don't like to do that too much. I just like to keep this part matte. I just like to keep just the center of my face highlighted and glowy. So this is the final look for my basic highlighting and contouring tutorial. So as you see, I kind of added a pop of shimmer here on the highest points, my cupid's bow and my nose, but everything else is a matte contour and highlight. This is a very easy daily type of highlighting and contouring. Again, you don't have to have a whole palette like this. You can just easily work with a traditional one-colored bronzer contouring color and it just works easily. Or if you just have two colors, if you have these two colors here, you could basically use that too. Again, this is just based on preferences. And of course, I have like a million palettes to work with. I really do love this Lorac contouring palette. It's nice and soft. It's very creamy. It's very pigmented, easy to work with. A very similar product would be like the Anastasia Beverly Hills, NYX, Kat Von D. I just love this product here, but again, you can work with anything that you like and works best with you. If you guys enjoyed this video or found it helpful, please don't forget to give me a big thumbs up. And please go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I do post videos weekly, tutorials, looks, how-tos, demo, and reviews. So hope you guys can support my channel. Thanks for stopping by and I'll see you in my next video. Bye! These two and these two brighter colors, it's really similar to this phone call that I'm getting right here. I'm gonna prime it in, my sponge is literally dying, and when I apply product on, it's like falling like little pieces of cornflakes. Like, what the hell? Ooh, sorry, almost blew away my dog on my lap. Box below, and everything will be listed in the info box below, including the products that I'm beginning. I have a really peachy spring look right now. I look so tan with this peachiness. Anyways. So, work now. The shadow.